Bum 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 bum. It's silver and gold time, silver and gold time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Oh guys, silver and gold time! Alright, let's have a look at what has actually happened. What has happened in the last sort of basically day ever since we had that pretty big drop in silver and gold and stuff like that. Pretty much a nothing day in the metals. Pretty much a nothing day in the metals. Now, one thing I am noticing by looking at this chart, let's go back to the weekly chart here for a minute. This is the silver chart, okay? And you can see that this trend line here is definitely in check, and you can see that the market held it there, and it's held it there. Now remember, there's a weekly bars too, okay? Weekly bars, and it held it there, and it held it there, held it, bam, 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 bam. Thank you, ma'am. All right, that's actually supposed to be there. So, guys, what I'm looking at here is this: the market is actually already bounced off this level once again. Does not mean it's going to hold, right? I'm just telling you what I'm seeing right now. The market's always changing, and we're going to go with the story. But the story I'm seeing right now is it's squeezing up, and we're getting into like. And if you draw like a bit of a green, actually let's go red, you can see how we're basically getting into some sort of we're getting into a triangle pattern here on this weekly chart, squeezing up. Do we get a wham bam thank you ma'am? Now, that's the question. Now for me guys, if I look at silver, and if I look at this chart here, let me actually squeeze this up as much again. Let's try that again. So we're looking at the weekly chart, and if I squeeze my weekly chart up, guys, one thing I have noticed by looking at, actually that's not the weekly chart, this is the weekly chart. There we go, bam. So one thing I have noticed is this is the key area for me. So we don't know. This has a possibility of it breaking down and not even racing back up to 27, 26. You know, especially that 26 level, and 26 level, and if it breaks 26, then we have an elevation to 35 quite quickly. It may not happen right now, and especially if we start to break below especially this key areas through here, which is around that sort of, what is that level there, right? This has just been real with you guys. 80 60. Now guys, I'm looking also on a big long-term 10-year chart, and that 1850 level, guys, is the key level for me. We break below that, we start to get to $17.50, $17, even back down as low as $16, which I know you might think might be nuts, and it's not going to happen ever again, because you have people like Bo Polly saying the market's bottoms in, and Peter Schiff and all this sort of stuff. Just be real with the charts, bend and mold with what is the possibilities. If we start to get a break, especially on a weekly basis, especially even on a monthly basis, if we get a monthly close below 1750, guys, it's all over. We're going back down towards the lows. Now, I'm probably going to get so many dislikes for what I just said, but guys, just look at what the charts for what it's really telling you, right? If the market has truly made a bottom, it won't get back down to 1750 or 1650 and stuff like that. It just won't happen, all right? But I'm just being absolutely real with you guys. That's what I'm seeing there. But I have noticed back in 2000 and I'm looking on a bit of a longer term chart here. Back in 2010, when we broke this level, we held it, and then some big volume came in, and the market just absolutely took off. So, guys, if we do hold here right now, and the market holds here, and we start to rally back up towards the 2250, and we break 2250. This thing could be up at 26, 27 really, really fast. That's what I'm saying. If we hold here and we break above that, then 25, 26, 27.50 is no problems. And we're likely to find a lot of resistance around that 27 mark. If I show you what I'm seeing here on this chart here, you can see that 26, 27 mark is where a lot of support level is. If it does break that, then yeah, then we have a pretty incredible run back up towards 35 level. I don't think we would get back up to maybe the mid 40s. That would be really nice, but I don't think we could do that. So looking at these markets, guys, and looking at these charts, we're basically seeing what we're seeing right now. Everything on this chart is spelling bullishness, 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 bullishness. But guys, we just need to make sure that we understand what sort of environment we're in right now, okay? And you just got to be really, really careful. If you have long-term bullish trades and stuff like that going on, don't be so... If you're long-term bullish on the metals like I am, then you need to be open-minded to the possibilities of what could happen, okay? So that's just being a smart trader. It's not being delusional. It's just being a smart trader. So looking on the short term, guys, looking on the short term now, one thing I am noticing is my stochastics are down here already, where this market is. So if we get down any further, last time we got down here, the market bottomed. And every time, and I've talked about this a couple of times, every time the market stochastics got down the bottom here, we had a turning point. So I'd love to see the stochastics just run down here really, really quickly, because that could give us a nice little turning point, and that may be the time to see this market going higher. Right now, as I speak, looking on a short-term basis, is that we've had this low here, we've had that low here, and we've had this low point through here. So we are still making a slight little higher trough right now. So I'd love for it to hold there. That's actually a bullish sign moving forward. So that's what I do see on the overall silver market. And let's go have a look at gold. So gold, a very similar thing, but the short term, you see the short term actually breaking down through there, still holding where we are right now. We're definitely in some sort of a triangle pattern. You can see we're in some sort of a triangle pattern. If I just draw that through there, we are in, as you can see, some sort of triangle pattern where we are right now, all through there. So you can see that, again, a triangle pattern, but we want to see, we want to keep an eye out for those peaks and troughs. All right, so we're looking at this market here, you want to keep an eye. We had this higher peak, and then we sort of had this trough through here. The market made a higher peak, made this higher trough, sort of higher peak, higher trough, higher peak, higher trough. It's now created this lower peak. That is actually a warning that we're starting to see a lot of weakness. We want to find another high trough here, and then we want to break out. If we do this, it's still showing that we're getting a lot more buyingness out of this market, and we should see some more upside moving forward. So again, we're creating this lower peak now, guys. Has created that bit of a uncertainty about the markets. Like, are we going to start heading down from here, or is this just a holding pattern before we break up? That's yet to be seen. We don't know what's going to happen. That's why you need to be flexible as a trader. I'm being real with you in this video. So there's a little update, guys, on the... I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course. And I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.